Hello everyone, my name is Cap, and welcome back to the channel. Another 7 days that I video. Doing all this in Alpha 17, and this is the experimental build 197, and this is on PC, of course. And today we're going to be looking at something that I know a lot of people have been asking about, and that is the new Encumbered System. When you very first start off the new game, you've got 27 spots down here in your inventory that have the little encumbered icon in them. And basically what that means is once your inventory is too full, and you have something in there that takes up a little bit of space, you'll see you get the encumbered icon over here on the side. And if you go into your character stats, you'll see it says encumbered, and it continues to just count up. It's a really weird system because it's kind of hard to tell what it does. But the more encumbered you are, the lower your abilities are. Like you walk slower, you jump a lot lower than you normally would. There's a lot of things that you do, your physical movements, that get affected there. And today I'm going to try and explain to you guys about how much that is. And for starters, if you're wondering now how to unlock all these, if you go into your skills up at the top here, under the strength category, near the very bottom, you're going to see where it says Pack Mule. Each one of these allows you to open up more items. The first one you do will give you 4 more items and then 5 more, and the next 3 levels you unlock will give you 6, 6, and 6, which will equal out to having a full inventory here. But in order to be able to get the very last one, so you can see you have to have your strength in level 10, and when you go up to your strength here, in order to get a strength of level 10, you have to be in player level 100. I don't know how much I agree with making a player required to get to level 100 to be able to unlock the rest of their backpack, but that's what we have right now. Now, if things change in the future, do keep in mind that they could adjust these values. Now, I did some digging in the XMLs to kind of figure out what's going on here, and I'll put the information on the screen as I'm going along. It seems like each one of these slots that you put something in right here inside your inventory, inside your backpack here, gives a reduction of 0.026%. And so if you fill all of these all the way up, so 0.026% times 27, it'll give you a 0.7 buff to everything you do. And like I said, and that is walking speed, running speed, jumping speed, climbing. I think it affects your melee speed. I have to double check. Let me see. It's jumping. So it seems to be mostly just your movement and your jumping, and I don't know for certain if it affects swimming or not because swimming is so slow as is. There's not really a way for me to test that because I don't know what your swimming speed is. And so the other thing people wanted me to test out was how far into the encumbered level here can you put stuff in your inventory and still be able to outrun the basic non-feral things. Of course, once you get to the ferals and they start running, you're going to be pretty much screwed. But so what I'm going to do is I'm going to get my lovely assistant Sylvia out here, and I'm going to have her come after me here. Obviously, with just one thing in my inventory, I can walk backwards still faster than she can walk. So what I'm going to try and do is put a couple in here. So I got 5 in there, so I'm not going to do all the math on the top of my head, but 5 times 0.026%. You can see I can still outrun her just walking backwards. She can't catch me at all. Now, of course, you counter in something like dogs and some of the zombies that move a little bit quicker, and their value is going to be a little bit more different too. But right now, I'm just barely even moving backwards. She can't catch me. So let me load up the inventory a little bit more. Okay, so that'll give us a little bit more right there. Let's see. And so far, we can still move backwards faster than she can. We can still run way faster. We're just going to leave her in the dust. So let's see. Let's open this back up here. Get a couple more. We'll get it more than half full here and see. Okay, so we're walking backwards a little slower now. Now, walking backwards speed has been reduced, which is why melee is so difficult to do in the game here, because you walk backwards so slow. But you can see I can just lead her along. I'm not holding down the run button or anything. I'm just walking away from her. All right, so let's get a couple more in here. Okay, so we got 2 full rows. And I can still walk backwards faster than this girl is walking here. Now, I may get another zombie in and test this out here, because this isn't the only ones you're going to encounter, and she's not the fastest. There are definitely some faster zombies out here, but this is just my lovely assistant, so we test things with her. Alright, so we'll do 3 more here. I'm trying to get it to where I'm basically walking backwards the same speed she is. Get 2 more in there, so that'll leave us with just 4 slots. And see, right now, we're just barely moving. I mean, we're walking it like a crawl here. This is as fast as we can go. If I run, that's as fast as we go. And we can still outrun her. So, you know, if we're having to run past her, like, oh no, don't hit me. See, she still can't hit me. It's tragic how slow this particular zombie is here. But let's get a couple more in here. Let's go ahead and max it out. There we go. Now we've got all 27 slots, so we have a full 0.7 buff basically to our encumbered system. So we're walking backwards as fast as she's walking at a normal speed. So tell you what, let me pause her real quick. And let me see, let's see, where's Mo at here? Zombie Mo, where's Mo? Hey, Mo. Alright, so we got Mo in here. I think he's a little bit faster than Sylvia is, but right now he's just standing on top of her. So I'm still just walking backwards. Fully encumbered. I can't be any more encumbered than this. I'm not 100% certain if having anything in your tool belt while you're encumbered can make you run any slower here. I can't seem to find any decimal values showing specifically that you can't. But you can see I'm walking backwards. They're walking towards me. Not really getting any closer. If I turn around and I just go into full sprint, of course it's going to use a bunch of stamina and I'm barely moving, but I'm still putting plenty of distance between me and them. So real quick, let's try this. There. Okay, we are absolutely completely full, but I can't, like I said, I can't find any kind of numerical value that shows being encumbered in your tool belt down there has any effect on it at all. So let's see if I'm running. This is as full sprint as I can run right here, and I can still outrun them. So I'll tell you what. Alright, so we got a couple zombies here, and I have them paused just for the moment. I'm still completely encumbered as far as I can possibly go. We got Sylvia, we got Mo, we got Brittany, and we got the skater punk down there. So we're going to unpause them. And I know the cheerleader walks faster than the other ones down here, so I'm going to turn around and I'm just going to run as fast as I can. And I can still seem to outrun her. Now, of course, I'm going to run out of stamina, and they'll still be right behind me, but the question was whether or not you could still outrun zombies if you were completely encumbered. And so far, it seems like you're able to a point. I mean, she can catch up with me a little bit here, but I'll eventually run out of stamina and she'll be right on top of me. So, you know, whether or not this is actually a complete hindrance other than the fact that you run completely out of stamina, but you can still outrun them, of course, until you run out of stamina. Now, walking backwards like this, then she can clearly walk as fast as I can. If you get to any zombies that are running, or if you get to any of the animals, you're going to be completely screwed over too. But just the basic normal level of zombies, you can still outrun them if you're completely encumbered. So definitely being able to put a perk into the Pack Mule skill over there, or put some points into the Pack Mule skill so that they increase the amount of space you have in your backpack before you're encumbered, will definitely help out. But for the most part, this really isn't that big a deal. Alright, so we're back at normal speed now, cleared out the backpack except for those little spots down there. Having bullets down there doesn't seem to affect the slots at all. I'm wondering, I need to test out here if we can load that up with some bullets and see here. So how about we do that real quick? We'll, let's see if ammo causes it. Okay, so ammo does cause it to do this. It's just because I had a spot open up inside the top there that it didn't count it out. It seems like it's kind of weird that if you take one and you got a spot there and put it down here, it doesn't seem to affect it as much. Like it doesn't seem to cause the encumbrance or whatever to pop up if you have an empty spot at the top and you just happen to accidentally stick things down here. So it's not the individual spots, it's how much total space has been taken up down here. And ammo and everything does work the same as everything else does. Now, something else to keep in mind is this isn't like Skyrim where each item has a specific actual physical weight, and so heavier items are going to make you slower. It's a quantity, not what's actually in the box itself. So you don't have to worry about specifically, oh, okay, well, if I'm going to be over encumbered, I'll put my lightweight feathers and eggs and stuff down in this bottom slots here because, you know, it'll make me lighter, whatever. It's not a physical weight at all. It's just the item that's down there. So anyway, we're going to wrap this up here, and hopefully this was useful to you guys. I know this was a little bit of a learning experience for me as I was trying to figure it out as to, you know, what makes you go slower and by how much. It's not a whole lot. But like I said, this is the experimental build, so if you happen to notice things different later on down the road, they may have changed things after the game gets into stable, and we'll see what happens there. If there's an update to it, I'll update the video description with the correct values. But as of right now, that seems to be about all there is to it. It's not too terribly bad. In the meantime, thank you guys so much for all your support. If you have any questions, you know where to leave those out here. You can drop them in the video section down below, or comment section down below, and I'll try and help you out. If you enjoyed the video, do me a favor and hit that thumbs up button down below. And be sure to subscribe if you're not already so you don't miss out on future videos. Thank you guys so much for your time. You have a wonderful day, and I'll talk to you later.